I'm Rose, and I'm going to host your journey through Czech glass beads today. Oh my gosh, they have been making these beads in the Czech Republic since way before Christ was born. So, I mean, they know their stuff. Of course, back then they called it Bohemia. So let's start this journey, fire polish. Fire polished beads, a really easy to come by bead that is often overlooked. People forget how beautiful fire polished beads are. They are so wonderful. Here's a few selections. We have so many at Fire Mountain Gems, and they're gorgeous. The thing is the way they're made. They are molten glass pressed into a mold. Then when they're removed from the mold, they get heated again to give them their fire polish. That fire polish makes the facets just a little bit smoother, takes away any blemishes and imperfections, and gives them this sheen, and there's nothing else quite like it. So when you're out looking for beautiful, flashy, sparkly beads, don't forget the fire polish beads. Our next bead is going to be the Druks. They've been making these in the Czech Republic for hundreds of years. The bead itself is put into a mold and pressed out, and then it's polished and made into these beautiful glass beads. These are the workhorse beads. I love Druks, love them. And they can be used for anything. They could be the body of a snowman. That's a Druk bead. They're so useful. So get out there, look for those beautiful Druks, and every time you go out there and buy a Druk, I'm sure our Czech glass craftsmen will appreciate you. Cathedral glass. Oh, so pretty. I look at one of these big cathedral glass beads and I think, cathedral. The facets are the spires reaching up to the sky. And then, like most cathedrals, like Notre Dame, they are covered with a metal roof. So in this case, these beads were pressed into a mold, and then they were covered with metal. And then they ground away all the excess material to make the facets, to make the sparkle, but they left behind the ends so that we have the metal roof and base. So basically, this is a bead that already has a bead cap on it. Such a pretty bead. Don't forget about cathedral glass beads. Maybe they make you think of cathedrals too. Lampworked glass beads. We've got beautiful craftsmen in the Czech Republic that are making gorgeous lampwork glass beads. Let me share some with you. Like these little tiny beads with a tiny little rosebud in it. For me, rose, that's my bead right there. So lampwork glass beads are made by melting these glass rods and applying the colors to a metal rod to make it into a bead. And it's really complicated, but they know what they're doing. So if you would like to have some lampwork glass beads, go to firemountaingems.com, search Lampwork glass, and see the beautiful collections we have. Well, I hope you enjoyed that journey through Czech glass beads, because man, there are some beautiful beads. They're often overlooked, but they're gorgeous. So thank you so much for joining me. Do check out firemountaingems.com. Not only can you shop for the beads, but we also have this great article in our resource center about the history of them, and I think you'll fall in love. It's just so intriguing to me. And while you're there, also, would you please share your email address with us, because we want to share all of our sales and our new products and even articles about how to sell the beautiful things you make. So thank you so much for joining me at the Fire Mountain Gems and Beads Jewelry Making Studio. My name is Rose. and happy beading!